Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are around the world. Welcome to Kilroy's World. Welcome to my messy shop. Paul, you have nothing on me. Um, Welcome to, like I said, my messy shop. What are we doing today? Hey, Chris, I see you out there. How you doing, buddy? Let me make sure I've got everything muted out here, and I'm live and or five and alive or whatever it is. Um, Oh yeah, this right here. I found, found a controller, and I'm going to go ahead and try to put it in that motherboard that I've been messing with for the last 4 or 5 weeks, whatever. I went and found a whole bunch more computers, and I scavenged this off. I figured I would go ahead and see if it was any good. There's other things that we can do, but I want to build it up. I want to take the and just add the stuff to it and make it a computer right like it's been, back in the past, in the retro days of computers. I mean, that's what we had to do. I can go back a little bit more, but since this is the path that I've chosen to do, to take, we've got a good, well, I guess I'll put it down here. We've got a good motherboard. Let's see, which way does this go better? I guess right here, huh? There we go. And there a little bit, and then there. But anyway, and I guess I could do this too. So we've got memory. We've got a good processor. We know the motherboard works and posts because we've seen it, right? We've got a video card. Here, let me bring this down here. So I think it's a little
Jack
easier
in the
to
shop
see it. Hey, Jack.
says, I bet he did not start speech chat.
Yeah, speech chat is started. Yes, it is, chat. I mean, Jack. It's Jack's chat in the shop. Yes, I did. So yeah, so I got the video
shop
card. Remember?
says, LOL.
LOL. Indeed. And now I've got a controller. Hopefully, it's a working controller. I don't know. I scavenged it off of. What did I scavenge it off of? I scavenged it off of another computer. I went out to storage again and pulled some more stuff out, and I'm trying to, let's see. I didn't set up the video, but let me make it a new scene. We'll call it video. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. You know what? No. Let me not do that. Let me cancel this out. Okay. Duplicate this one. And then go find the video. And I want to make it overhead computer video. Computers video. Yeah, let's call it that. Computers video. So now I need to add the actual video, the video capture. No, it's a video, window capture, video capture, text, GDI scene, media source. Yeah, media source. And this is called computers. How's that? That's not a hard name, right? And let me see if I can find it. Did I even download it? Yeah, that figures, huh? No, I didn't download it. I just heard my phone go off. And I'm gonna mute it out. What the heck is that floating around? Floating around my head. I did not download it, so let me go over here. Or did I? Well, of course, OBS isn't responding. There it is. It just, man, it took forever to open up. And I probably stuttered. Am I even here still, guys? I don't know, this computer I've been using to stream is like about 12 years old. It's an old Aurora Alienware. No, I didn't. I didn't. All right, so let me go ahead and download the video. Jeez, I thought I did. I thought I had. You know, I don't even have to do that. Let me just show you the screen. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Let's go up here to. Is it there? No, that's that. That's the ceiling. This is the close-up. But I don't want that. I want a... What? Can you hear me? Did you guys... Can you still hear me? Okay. Whoa! Definitely don't want that. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, you can hear me here. I need the display capture. Okay, that's there. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and play the video. Play the video. Actually, if I find it. There. Let's go to my videos. Go there. And it is, I think this is the last, this is it right here. Let me click it, make it big. And welcome to everyone on Twitch. Okay, it's having a little bit of a circle going thingy. So I got all that one's really dirty. In fact, it almost looks like mold. That one's really dirty. And that's the standard. Let's see, can I go back on this? That's a standard case that I used to sell. Not that one. The one right below it. Let's see, can I just use the arrow keys? No, the arrow keys does that. That's not good. Okay, I have to pause it. Those two printers are pretty bad. They're all seized up. That one right there is dirty or moldy or whatever it is with it. That DTK case is okay, even though it's a little dusty and but that's a standard Turbo AT case from the back in the day, and you can see right behind it the case that's that's out there, or for it, I should say. So that one might be a good candidate for this for this motherboard. I don't think there's a is there a motherboard in there? Anyway, there might be actually. I couldn't really see it. That one's the one that we worked on last time. That was shutting down. So that's a problem machine, which will probably be a video made of the repair of it. I'm going to try to troubleshoot whether it's the hard drive, the power supply, or there's
Jack in
something
the
else
shop
wrong. And
says,
I'm really thinking.
Looks empty.
I'm really thinking that that this one that we're looking at, the one, remember the one I was rolling around? You know what, guys? No, that's not it. I take that back. The one we worked on is behind me over here. It has a ton of floppies on it. But anyway, that's a machine I have tested. I think I have tested it, and it gave me like a really bad code. It wasn't booting up. That one's a little bit worse. As far as it being empty, you think? I'm going to go look real quick. Hold on. Let me look.
Jack in the shop says, hard to tell from here.
Yeah, the lighting isn't very well, Jack. Or very good. No, here. It has a motherboard in it. It does have a battery that's leaking. So that battery's going to have to get yanked out of there. But it doesn't look too bad as far as the battery goes. It's got a 230 watt AT style power supply. So, and I don't remember what it was. It's got dirt all over it. Processor. Let me see. Try to look at the processor. Yeah, it's a 286. It's got a Siemens 8286 in it. So this is definitely an AT. Okay. All right. So there's a 286. That one I think was a 386 or 46 down there. It just needs some troubleshooting. Then there's that one down there, which is a Compaq. A Prosignia VS. And I remember when I put these things up, they were working. They're dirty, definitely. Dust in that trailer just is horrible. And then this one, it definitely looks, pretty soiled too. But, and I don't know if it has a hard drive in it, but this is an IBM PS value port, a 425 SX? Oh yeah, a 486 25 megahertz SX, is that what it is? And then there's that one, which has a hard drive, 5 1/4 and a 3 1/2. And I don't remember what it had inside. Yeah, the insides are all there. So whatever it is, I can't tell because it's too dusty. Also, it is there. So that one right there, whatever it is. Oh yeah. That's a. Never mind. Let's keep going with the video. You'll see. That is an Epson Equity 2E. And yeah, it is pretty dirty. And then there's this one, which is a Herb Hall Systems. And what that is a local guy that used to build them here. In fact, I did some work for him at one time. Not computer related, but I went in and
Snockrusher Canada
worked on his...
says, good evening, folks.
hello, Greg. How are you? Worked on his... and I want to say it was his burster. Or no, it was his inserting machine. I think it was his big inserting machine that when I worked at a company called Pitney Bowes, I serviced those for the area. But anyway, this was his because he was an entrepreneur. He did office systems and stuff, and this was his venture into the PC market. It even has a Colorado 250 tape drive. I doubt that works, but. And then there's this NCR PC 386X SX, which is more of, a commercial. Like I said, those printers are rusty. I mean, that's the best. They'd have to be totally taken apart, and then I don't think they'd even work. But the restoration on that, if I would think of doing it, would take me forever, I'm sure. But anyway, that's that on that. So let me go back over here. Let me adjust my browser. It's all messed up. Hear something. What am I hearing? Oh, now I need to. Okay. All right. I needed to mute this out. So, interesting. I'm sitting here looking at this, and it looks small. Yeah. There we go. Much better. Jack, I'm surprised you didn't call me out on that, man. I wish you had, actually. But, man. Well. All right, so let me take this thing. Oh, yeah, I got to go to OBS. And let's just make this smaller. And let me go back down to the bottom. Let's see, was that one? Which one was it? That's ceiling, yeah, seeking, I guess.
Jack in the shop says, oh, sorry, what did I miss?
Oh,
Jack in the shop says, I was working on a CNC card.
Oh, hey, now that you mention that, this weekend I want to try to get my X-carve moved over to a 65 millimeter spindle. I have the spindle holder from Inventables, but it's for the Makita. But I think it'll work. I guess I probably should test it. But it's round at 65 millimeters, so it should work in my opinion. I would imagine. If it doesn't, well, I guess that's not what I'll do this Sunday. But that's what I'm planning to do is get my X-carve working again. I haven't used it in a long time. But anyway, I've been thinking about getting a plasma cutter too, Jack. I don't necessarily want to cut 1/4-inch steel with it, but it would be nice. So welcome everyone. Happy Friday. I guess that's up there, huh? Or is it? Yeah, it's up there. Anyway, so this thing here is going to have one of these now. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to boot it.
Chris Nealon says,
let's move this over.
I want a plasma cutter.
Yeah, that's what I want. Is that not what I said?
Niantic River Woodcrafting with
Chris
Nealon says, been looking at the Harbor Freight one.
Well, but I want a CNC plasma cutter, not a box. I want a table, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to have to do. I need a little
Jack
spray
in the
booth.
shop says, we got new doors installed. The house number were on the old door. I just carved out a new house number sign.
Out of metal, or out of no, out of yeah, I gotcha. Out of wood on your
Niantic
CNC.
River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, AMR nodded.
What? AAMR.
Jack in the shop.
Huh? Who? Huh?
Says, wood.
Yeah. My brain's not thinking. I remember you were saying you were carving. So I need to get my. Let's see. Let me orient this thing. I guess I'll just insert it here. Doesn't look exactly totally clean. Let me get a little cloth.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon.
At least make an attempt to clean
says,
the contacts.
That did not translate well from speech.
Yeah, I lost it. I could look at it, or you can put it back in. Let me. Oh, come on, I can't. There we go. I've got the big screen, and I'm not using it to look at the chat. I'm still used to going back and forth, and here we go.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon.
Aha! Mr. Cotter.
I meant aha, Mr. Cutter.
Mr. Cotter, yes. I see. Aha, Mr. Cotter. Mr. Cotter. Oh, Mr. Cotter. Yeah, it didn't. And yes, would Mr. Jack? Aha, Mr. Cotted. Mr. Cotted, ah.
Jack in the shop.
I see what happened.
Says, I adapted my CNC router to hold a plasma. You have to make sure to get a no HF blowback cutter. Any other will mess up the CNC controller. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, is Gabe Kaplan still alive?
I don't know. Hey, Siri. Is Gabe Kaplan still alive?
I'm having trouble with the connection. Please try again
Yeah, it's
later.
probably not really good connection in here. All right, so I'm adding the controller now, and no hard drive, no floppy on it. But we know that everything worked, and this thing booted up. So let's, I'm going to have to move this up so I can put this keyboard here. And I'm going to have to bring the power supply over and set it there also. Let's see, guys. Okay, I need a power supply, and I've got a power supply right here. I guess this one is a 205 watt or a 200 watt. No, it's a 200 watt. I'm sorry. It actually says 200 watt on it, right?
Niantic
right
River
there.
Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, he is 79 years old.
Cool.
Snawcrusher Canada
Cool.
says, Gabe is alive at 79 years.
There you go. I'm glad to hear that. How about, oh, and I can't remember his name, but how about Arnold Horshack? Hey, Jack, I know you adapted yours, and let's see, you said need to make sure to get a no high frequency, I guess, blowback cutter. Any other will mess up the CNC controller. I'm actually thinking about getting a table and a CNC controller, and thinking about making a let's call it a paint booth outside, or a spray booth, because I've noticed that I've kind of needed to do a lot of spraying or painting lately, And well, I figured I could put it out there, but of course I got to build whatever I'm gonna, put it in, and then set it out there, and then have it to where I can paint out there, and also cut if I need to. I mean, I don't know, because I don't want to do it inside. My garage is is pretty
Jack in
tindered.
the shop says, Langmuir Systems has a nice table.
I remember seeing one, and I'd have to search for it. Langmuir, huh? Langmuir. It was about $1,500. Now, I'm not saying it'd be a great thing, but I think it was a 24 by 24. Oh, the blacks are to the center, right? On this board. I know we did it. We checked it, right? We checked it. But I'm going to check it anyway. Did I make a mark or anything? No.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, he died in 2012.
Did he? Oh. What was his name, Chris? I know it's not Arnold Horshack. I just can't remember their names. And then Epstein. All right, let's just double check. So in the center, right? So the centers. Oh, wait.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says,
Yeah.
Ron Palillo.
The blacks are in the center. Ron Palillo. Let's see how Ron Palillo, which actually, okay, it actually
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon
Palillo
says,
means toothpick.
also died in 2012.
Wow. But like I was saying, palillo means toothpick, or yeah. All right. So we confirmed
Niantic River
that
Woodcrafting
the blacks
with
go to
Chris
the
Nealon
inside.
says, Robert Hedges Epstein 2012.
Robert Hedges. So Epstein, Robert Hedges, Epstein, 2012. Rest in peace. All right. Okay. Let me get this closer.
Snockrusher Canada says, Chad has a Langmuir table. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, Travolta may be the last hedgehog.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the sweat hogs. I forgot about Travolta. Yeah. Okay. All right. Those are in there. So we can power this thing up. Let me get a cord for it. You know, I need to cut one of these cords and make them shorter, because the one I got is hugely long. Oh, what just fell? Oh, USB cable. Okay. All right, there's a power cable. Well, I guess it really
Niantic River Woodcrafting
really
with Chris
can't
Nealon says,
be any closer, maybe.
Yes, Swedog not hedgehog. Hedgehog would be Ron Jeremy LOL. Rock and Woodworks says, the one I got is medium to regular.
Hedgehog is Ron Jeremy. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. Hello, Eloy. Welcome. The one I got is medium to rare. So what does that mean? The one I got is medium to rare. Did you get a steak? Is medium to regular? All right. So we got our power. The grounds to the center. We found this controller, Eloy. I'm going to see if this thing boots up. I need to plug the video cable. From what you remember, I have tested everything on here: power supply, processor, memory, and the video card, and it's posted multiple times. So I'm pretty confident that hardware is functional. So let me get a video cable over here.
Snawcrush for Canada says, ATC Droid makes a cool CNC plasma unit that is a robot arm that mounts to most any welding table.
Yeah, and I can try to put a welding table together. I don't have that problem. I can do that. That might save me some money.
Says, Arc Droid.
Arc Droid, huh? Or ATC Droid. But anyway, yeah. What are the price ranges of it? Do you know? Because like I said, I saw one for about $1,500. What's going to happen, or hopefully I'm going to get a refund, and hopefully, right? And we're going to get a new stove, which are around $1,600 actually, because it's a 36-inch wide. I don't know. I'm not understanding it, but anyway, because the
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon.
Because the 32s.
Boom Boom Washington is still alive as well.
Because the 32s are like 600.
Says 3,300.
Yeah, that's probably a little more than what I want to spend, but I'll be looking. I'll look up the what you guys have mentioned and look. I don't think I'll have enough to do the stove and the 3,300. I spent way more for the laser, but honestly and truly, that was way worth
Chris Nealon says, we are looking at an induction stove.
Yeah, this one's, well, she did mention something about possibly being electric too. We have electric there, but what we have is gas. But we've got to get a 36, and I don't understand why the 36s are so much more than the 32s, I guess, or 30s. I'm not certain if they're 32s or 30, but which is strange. Okay, so I don't need this one. Let me put this one up. Yeah, I unraveled that cord and I already had one, so let me ravel this back up. And the way I do these things is I take them like this. I mean, it's kind of my way of keeping them, hanging, organized. I do like so. And then at the end, I'll take like, this one's got a lot. I'll take like this much here, and I'll start wrapping it around.
Niantic River Woodcrafting
like
with
this.
Chris Nealon says, the kitchen is coming in at over 70K.
Yeah, no.
With Chris Nealon
we're not doing that.
says,
We need cabinets also too. They're starting to get old, but and no, I'm not making any either. Probably should sneak a cabinet here and there. That might, but I don't really have. I'm not really set up for cabinet making. It would look crappy. All right, so we have VGA plugged in. We've got power.
Says, I bought an induction heater. It's a wand with a coil on the end for heating stuck nuts and bolts.
Oh, wow. So, Let's do this. Oh, at least it posted. You know, I don't have a speaker on here.
Niantic River Woodcrafting.
Let's see if
with
it goes
Chris
all the way
Nealon
through. Disk boot
says,
failures, insert system disk.
Installed our kitchen in
I can handle that.
For 4K total site. Jack in the shop says, I just spent almost 30,000 on windows and doors.
Yeah. That's a lot of dough. Yeah, 4K is good.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon says, boot failure site.
Well, there's nothing to boot, Chris. There's nothing on there. In fact, yeah, I do need a boot disk. I have not located a boot disk. All right, let me see what I can do here. Let me get a floppy of some kind, and just to see if it accesses.
Crush for Canada says, same here, Jack. Our windows arrive May 1st.
Wow. Okay. Floppy. You know, guys, so that other machine that we had the hard drive for, I'm going to use that hard drive and see if I can't get it to boot off that hard drive. Even if it just goes in the straight Windows.
Says, my doors were installed yesterday, Windows on the way 2 weeks.
All right, so I'm gonna pull that hard drive out of this one. Now, even if it does the same thing, that's okay. Which is boot and then not boot, right? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I've got to set this on its side, and I've got a bunch of stuff stacked on it. Actually, a bunch of 5 1/4s. Here, so you guys can see what I'm up to. There's the beast that we worked on last time, or that we know the hard drive on this thing. Remember, it boots and then it restarts. So let's set this thing down. Let me see if I can set it down without it falling on me. There we go. Let's take this.
Snocrush for Canada.
Let's open this up.
Says, no doors, we just got Windows for 28K.
Gosh. It's a lot. Okay, maybe it'll pull right out the back, hopefully. There we go. There we go. Let's pull this off. Grab this one. Let's take these 2 little screws so they don't get lodged. Let's pull this thing out. Okay. Wow, look at that thing. Look how dirty that is.
says, howdy.
Hello, Jeff.
Jeff's Train World Ho, no gauge, says, you making a mess again now.
Yes, indeed. Do I have another cable, or do I have to use that one? I'm sure I have another cable. All right, let me raise this thing back up.
Jeff's Train World Ho, no gauge, says, haha, that be you.
Indeed, indeed.
Jeff's Train World Ho, no gauge, says, what's the problem with that?
We're trying to make it work. We're seeing if we can get it to boot. So the last time, Jeff, well, this one was what last retro was booting to XP, and then it would restart. Okay, which this is probably going to be a repair video, is my guess. I'll like I did the other one when I got that motherboard to boot. Sorry about that, guys. So there's its hard drive, and man, look how filthy that is. So I got a floppy cable and a hard drive cable.
Jeff's Train World Ho, no gauge, says, I finally got my Train World channel working. I did a short live chat this morning.
Good, good. I haven't seen it because I've been busy all morning. In fact, I just got home like about an hour and a half before the stream. Okay. Now these are 40 pin. I don't know if I need 40 pin or 80 pin, but or I should say, since the cables, there's some of these cables that actually have more in here. I'm pretty certain. I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. All right, so that right there is pin number 1. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's got little red marks all the way on it or up it. See the little red marks? That designates it as pin 1. So pin 1 is over on this side. All right. So I'm going to take it and find pin 1 over here. Well, this one here is pin 40. I can see pin 40 on it. See it right down there? So pin 1 is this one here, even though it says 2, because it's.
You said you would be working MLOE, so what are those units being used for, or are you working on those for classes?
No, I'm actually just working on them.
Set the jumpers. Jack in the shop. Says, cable select or master.
It is set as a master, which is like that. If you look at, oh, wait a second. Oops, and this is backwards. Wait a second. I'm sorry. This is set for cable select. My mistake. Okay. I thought that said CS. But in any case, I'm pretty sure it's a master. But let's go look at the Max Tour. I guess this is
Jetstream
N
Volvo
N256,
says, was that the hard drive?
which is
Jack in the
this
shop
is a hard drive. Yes, sir.
says, yes.
Oh, and look, it's got cylinders and heads. So we're gonna have to put that in too, probably into the BIOS if it doesn't recognize it. I'm looking to see if I see the pins. I mean the. Let's look. I'm certain that it's a primary.
Jetstream World Ho, NO gauge.
Well,
says,
it has to be.
Hijack and snout.
It has to be, Jack. It has to be.
Snawcrusher Canada says, hello, Jeff.
All right, let me make sure I put it on there right. So it goes this way. In other words, that side that has
Jetstream
all the
World
little
NO gauge
marks
says, I have so many electrons
is
crap
going
I
to
need to get
pin
rid of.
to. Yeah, this is a hard drive, Jeff. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this side into the controller in the same exact way. I just need to see which side of the controller that is. If I can see it. So again, I see 2 here and 40 here. So that's the way I need to plug it in. In other words, the red on that side. I'll just put it here. The red on that side. So it needs to go like this, because the red's right there. So this one goes over here like this. All right. Now I'm going to take a photo of those numbers right here, because I think I'll need them for BIOS here in a second, unless it finds them automatically. It might find them. I don't know. Let's do this. Take me a little screenshot right there. Not even a screenshot, just a photo. There we go.
Jetstream World
Anyway,
Ho,
we
NO
might need those.
says, so stupid question here. If you get it working, what are you going to do with it?
Anything I want to do. The next thing is going to be find some software and make it boot, because I still haven't located a DOS disk, and I'm going to have to figure out how to make one. I know how to make one. I just get it into the format that this will read. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I don't even have.
Says, hardcore gaming.
Right, exactly, Jack. Well, we're going to definitely try to play some Doom on it or something. No, I don't even think this. Yeah, this is a 486. That would probably run Doom. Probably show off some games. So let me put these over here. So now we have, oh, duh. Now I got to plug in the power to the hard drive. So let me pull one of these. And it goes right here.
Jetstream World Ho, NO gauge says, you're dangerous, lol, crazy man. Hey, maybe you can make a transporter or a hologram.
Jeff, I've worked on these things.
Says,
I've worked on these things forever. Since they came out. In fact, these were all mine. Well, most of them. I used to sell them and repair them back in the late 80s, 90s. I started off with the Commodore 64s doing repairs on those, and then moved on to PCs. So I'm kind of revisiting, the 80s, 70s. No, I mean 90s. Duh. Wolfenstein, yes, Wolfenstein would definitely be one. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Oh, and that's a fun game, too. Definitely.
Jeff Stream World
Wolfenstein.
Ho, N.O. Gage. Says. Hi Klondike.
All right. So, I don't know. I think we're ready.
Klondike.
I think we're ready, guys.
Says.
I think we're ready.
Hey Jeff.
I think we're ready.
Snakrush for Canada.
Tell you what.
Says.
Let's look at it, see if smoke comes
Duke
out.
Nukem 3D.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Duke Nukem 3D. Yes. And you know, I have it. I just need to locate it. And I'm sure I could download it, but I do. I've got man,
Jeff
was it
Stream World Ho, N.O. Gage. Says. That's not me, I can't even figure out my phone.
was it I'm trying to remember the software that I was man, I can't even remember what it was called. But anyway, it was a bunch of shareware and I got these CDs.
Jeff Stream World
And
Ho,
that's something
N.O.
else to
Gage.
put in here.
Says. I have 3D TV.
You have 3 Delta TVs? No, I understand what you're saying. All right, let's go ahead and fire this up. Just to see what it does. Ooh,
Jeff Stream World Ho, N.O. Gage.
nope, it
says-
hasn't found it.
And glasses.
Did not find it. Oh, yep.
Jeff
And I knew
Stream
it wasn't
World
going to
Ho, N.O.
boot
Gage.
because it hasn't found it.
Says.
So let's go ahead and
Boom.
put those numbers in that and you know, I do have an adapter that I can use for the VGA on the screen. I just thought about it. So I'll have to do that at some point. Get it to where it just goes straight into. Man, this is well, okay. I'll just move the monitor.
Jack in the shop. Says. Is that a known good drive?
Yeah,
Jeff
this
Stream World Ho,
yeah,
N.O. Gage.
this is the drive.
Says.
This is the
It's
drive
blank.
that we no, it's not. This is the drive that we booted off of last retro stream. That was the machine we were working on, remember? So we booted into XP and then
Jeff Stream World Ho,
remember it would
N.O.
reboot
Gage.
on us?
Says. Haha, I think I saw smoke out of it, haha.
No smoke, Jeff. All right. So let me think here. Let me boot this thing back up and get into BIOS. Yeah, smoke. I'll smoke. All right. Oh, delete. Is it delete? Or is it F2? Can't remember. Is it F2? Is it F1? Is it F8? Oh, I think I just hit it. How come it's not doing anything? That should have gone into BIOS. So is it F2? F2. Oh, and it set it down there. Why didn't I see it? Because it goes by so quickly. All right, help me see this. Let me let the hard drive spin totally down too. How come I can't see it? Delete enter setup. Yeah, I thought so. Here we go. All right. So being here, it doesn't see the hard drive, but I can definitely go over here. How do I edit this? Escape, quit, select. So it's either not seeing it or I'm not hitting the right key. And there is no drive there. I wonder if this needs a an MFM. No, this is a 486. The BIOS might not be able to handle this either. Yeah, it's 16,383 cylinders, 16 heads, and 63 sectors. Hey, at least it kept the time. It is 7:59. Hold on a sec. Let's go over to IDE hard drive auto detection. Let's see if it detects it. Let's go over there. Nope, neither one of those. No, skip. So select drive, C option, N for skip. No. It's auto detecting, but it probably won't detect it, huh? Yeah, this isn't very promising, is it? No. See, it doesn't see any size, cylinders, or anything. Options, yes. Select D options. Oh, D? No. There's no D options. There's no E options. Let's try this again. I guess I'll tell it 1 or yes for 1. No, but it should have put those numbers there. So I'm not certain. Could be the controller, although it hasn't given us any errors. That's a no, and that's a no. Okay, so if I go back up here, yeah, it doesn't see it. It doesn't see the hard drive at all. Ooh. So how do we enter it? F1 for help. So select a type of fixed drive under user type. So we'll let you select the number of cylinders. Head. So we're under user. Is there a user setup? User, supervisory password, save setup, exit, load BIOS defaults, load BIOS, power management chipset, BIOS features, external, internal, warning, boot up floppy seek, boot sequence CA, ID block mode enabled, type rate, chipset, no, that's just the chipset, power management, nope, nothing there, load BIOS defaults.
The Dutchman's Wood
Let's say yes, what the heck.
Says, I'm back.
Welcome back, Jeff. Yeah, it's still not recognizing it. Very interesting. Okay. Now we got BIOS defaults loaded, making sure that everything's clean there. I don't know what the setup defaults are. Load standard setup. Load setup.
Jack in the shop.
Yes.
Says, is that a known good IDE cable?
No, I guess I could use the one that we had. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's just exit without saving, and I'll turn it off. Let's use the one that we know worked with this drive. remember what I was saying about the number of wires in the cable? Yeah, that might be the issue actually. Because look, this one, well, yeah, this one. Hold on, let me show you both of them. Hello. All right, so this one here is the one that I just, yeah, there we go, that I just took off, but this one has twice as many wires. And you can see on this side that red mark, so there's our number one. See what I was saying earlier? So it might be that we do need this one. Let's try this one. And I know this one is a known good because that's the hard drive that we had when we booted up and it started shutting down. So I just want to make sure that I do this right. Let me look at this again. 40 is on this side, so that means that this is where the ground goes. And I'm going to double check it again. Yeah, 1 and 2, and this actually says 1 and 2 over here too. So this goes here. All right, and then this one won't let me put it backwards. It's keyed. So this is 1 here, and this is 40 here. So yeah, so it goes like this. All right. So there we go. Good thought there, Jack. Good troubleshooting. And I even mentioned the cable. Let's see if both of us did good on that. All right. So let's go back up here. Flip this on. Oh, what did I just see? I heard it spin up. I still don't see a C though. Okay, so let's do this again. Let me go back into DOS. Let's go to the standard setup. It doesn't see it. Can I hit none here? No, I'm going to have to go over to the IDE hard drive detection. There we go, guys. There it is. Okay? The first one, yeah, oh yeah, it is a good card.
Jack in the shop.
And it is a good card because we haven't had any errors. But look at this. Look at this. This one, oh, where is it? 16,383 sectors, 16 heads, and 63 sectors. That one right there. That one right there. All right, so let's choose that one. Yes for that one. And then no for the rest because there's no D, there's no E, there's no F. Okay?
Jeff Robinson.
Hello, Jeff.
Says, 40 pins for a standard IDE cable, 80 pins for a Ultra.
Yes. And, you know, I had remembered it, but I didn't think about it that it would need, but yeah. Here we go. Okay, no on this one, no on this one, and no on this one. Okay, so now we've got, if we go back to the standard, oops, over here. Now we have a 2 terabyte. No, that's not right, but 2 megabyte. 2 gigabyte drive? I don't know. How many? No, yeah, 2,000 megabyte is 2 gigs, right? Yes. and it sees it there. So all right. So now let's go ahead and save this. Oh, I want to reach for the mouse. I don't need to do this. F10. Oh, escape and then F10. Hi.
She threw up.
Yeah, because she was choking. It was nasty stuff that she threw up, right?
Me and her were playing pretty rough, so she did.
Yeah, it's because she probably ate something outside when she was coughing, remember?
TK's D
Yeah, her
Prince
puke was
Hey,
brown.
TK.
says,
Her puke was brown.
about 1/8 gig as it will use some for cache if I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. Look who's here, guys. Look who's here. Hey, hi. How you doing?
Everything. She got a little too rough with me, though.
Oh, she did. Well, then don't play with her.
Batman
Not if she does that.
says, puppy.
Yeah, see, Batman even saw her. Yeah, hi, girl. Anyway, here you go, Little Red. Oh, don't drop her. Hold her like
Batman.
this. Yeah, there you go.
Says, hi puppy.
Hi, puppy back, Batman. Welcome, Batman. So now I can go ahead and hit F10 for save and quit, or an exit setup. So F10, and let's see if it boots. Yes, save it. There we go. I expect it to boot up. Maybe not boot up in perfect, Windows, but I'm expecting it to boot.
What you doing? What you working on?
And of course, it's not, but that's part of what we're trying to do here, right? I think it's taken way too long, though. Come on, pass it off to the OS. I wonder if it's reconfiguring Windows, or if it's just not gonna boot at all. Because we did have C as the first boot, and then A. Oh man. Maybe there's not enough memory on the board too, because there's only 1 meg. All right. So let
Klondike
me restart this again.
says, boot sequence.
Yeah, it's CA. But let's go look at it again, because I did load the defaults, but let's go look at the boot sequence like you're saying. All right, let's go over to where was it? Chipset feature or BIOS features? Yeah, see, it is CA.
Says,
It is CA.
ZOMG BIOS.
Hello, Cindy. Yes.
Silly Andy
Yes.
says, flash it and pull the cord during flash.
What cord? Or what flash? We're not flashing. So, looking what else might be. HDD block mode. What is that? It's enabled. Well, here I'm trying to use the mouse. What is this?
Silly Andy says, that looks like some old OEM BIOS.
Yeah, it is. It's a 46 BIOS from back in 90. What was this thing at? 80 something. I don't remember the chipset date. Oh, let's see.
TK's D Prince says,
94.
hang on, thought this machine was working last week.
No, it wasn't this machine. It was this hard drive, TK. We got it to boot all the way to before the BIOS hands off to the OS. That's what we got.
Silly Andy
Floppy
says,
disabled.
486, 66, or 122 megahertz.
It's a 66. The motherboard is i46 SV2G. External cache enabled, CPU cache enabled, virus warning disabled. Yeah, see, boot sequence is C and only C.
Silly Andy says, let's OC with Turbo KIT.
I don't know. We haven't gotten to where we can really test it, right? Hey, let's look at something else. And I can't remember who it was that mentioned it, but let's look at the pins on this thing. Okay? So let me see if I can see it, or are they on here? Yeah, by the way, this thing is a 30 gigabyte drive, okay? Okay, so jumper 50 on is master single. So jumper 50, which is that
Silly
one,
Andy
okay?
says,
Oop,
can the 486
right
even resolve
there.
30 GB?
Right there, okay? Right there. Yeah, because the other machine that this was in was also a 46. Yes. Yeah, see, it even says, well, let's see where we at. Oop, there we are. 30 gigabyte AT disk drive. So I'm assuming that 30 gigabyte. Yeah, so the pins are right. And you know, I don't really know if the controller is any good. I don't have another control. Well, I guess I do. No, that one came off the motherboard. Let me see if there's a controller that I can take out of this one. I think we went straight to the motherboard on it.
Jack in the shop says, I had some massive drives on a 486, just had to make a few partitions.
Right. You know what? No, this was on a Pentium. I take that back. Yeah, this is a Pentium. Yeah, it's a Pentium, guys. But it did recognize it. That's what's weird. It did recognize it, right? But it's a Pentium. Oh, careful with that one. Let's see. Here's another hard drive we could try. Make sure this one's a slave also. Cable select, slave. And see this one actually, yeah, see, this is a 1995 drive. And let's see if we can find a date on this one. Trying to look on a chip, and I probably should just look on the board like that one. Can't really tell. This does look though like newer technology than that board over there on that hard drive. But I don't know what that hard drive is. So tell you what, let's just set it off to the side for a second. Let's
Silly Andy says, So the CPU is a 486SX.
Yes, yes. 46. I don't think it's an SX, is it? Did I say SX? Let's try with this one. But the only thing is I don't have a pin on this. So cable select, slave, and master, or
Silly
master.
Andy says, I know I was not here yet.
Yeah,
Jeff Robinson
we're going to check here again.
says,
We're going to check.
Could it be because it is a big drive it just need time to reboot?
No, but it might
Silly
not.
Andy says, they made Cyrix AMD and Intel I believe.
What is this one? I'm looking at another drive here. And I'm trying to figure out, I don't see the pins on this one. All right, let me find some pins that I can borrow. And I guess, nope, this is a SATA. Guess I'll take the pin off of this one. In fact, what I'm going to do is take this pin off here, which is just is just ground.
This is awesome. This is
right
reminds
here.
me of my first 386 PC from the dumpster from the Comapney that we used to live next to.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's my purpose in reviving some of the old stuff, just for fun. Let's see if I can get this out of here. All right, I'm gonna take this one. And welcome, Silly Andy, by the way. All right, let's go here. I'm gonna pull this one. This one was the one that I had there. And what did we say that when pin 50 was on, it was master single. So that's right there. Master single right there. The other one is just being held in place. So let's take that one out now, because I couldn't really grab it, but I can now. All right, and then let's put this back in there. Let's see. Back on pin 50. Okay, because I am going to double check it over another on that other computer eventually. That I know that it booted up into XP and guys.
Eventually the engineer there saw me dumpster diving and started to give me their old stuff in a box so I can pick what I wanted out of there rather going through the trash, lol.
Isn't that cool, man? Now I have no idea what this one is, but I am going to go ahead and make it a master. Well, wait. Make it a master. Or should I make it cable select and then just plug the end, right? See, I don't remember if is it the closest drive? Maybe I had it plugged on the wrong one.
Says cable select.
Yeah, but maybe that's what I was doing wrong on this, even though it was finding it. No, but it was master on the other one. All right, yeah, let's put it cable select. Because there is no slave.
Says master needs to be on the end. Jack in the shop.
And it was. Okay. And it was. All right. So this is cable select now. Okay. And we still do it on the end, right? It's not the one closest to the controller, but that one. Pardon me. All right. So let's put this in.
Says. So do you have a beige case also?
Oh, there's there's lots of beige cases, lots of beige cages around. Yes. Tell you what. Since you asked, let me see if I can remember which one it is. Overhead, outside, new scene. Was it that one? No. Was it this one? No. Was it this one? Jeez, guys. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this one here. Let me make this bigger. Let's go over to our photos. And I'll give you a little tour of what I brought out from storage. And that is, now I don't know which one it is. Well, that's how hot it was today, by the way. Man, it sure is lagging on here. Which one was it? Yeah, it was this one here. Okay, so let's watch this one. Once it stops buffering, it'll get there. I guess I should have downloaded it instead of trying to get it off the cloud. Because it's taking insanely long. Maybe not. Let's see, can I download it? Yeah, let's just download it and see if it works better. It says it's downloading. Did it download? Well, let's go look at. Let's go look. Ah, there we go. Yeah, for now, let's just put it in my downloads folder, which is where it is.
Jack in the shop says,
let's do that.
Did you say that drive had WinXP that will not boot on a 486, will it?
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe that's why it was just sitting there black screen. Yeah, because like I said, it's actually a Pentium. It was, booting XP. Yes. Yeah, you may very well be right. All right, let me delete this out.
Snocrush for Canada.
No, we don't
says,
want that.
Yeah, what was with all the beige cases?
Well, if I can ever show it here. Come on, open up. Yeah, this computer definitely that I'm on right now is giving me problems. There we go. Oh, I just did 2 file explorers. Right? There's one.
Silly Andy.
There's this one.
Says,
There's this
wait,
one.
you gonna install Windows via floppy?
Oh, not tonight, but eventually probably will end up. Nah, probably not. I'll probably go find an image and just image it. What I'm trying to do is try to get a bench machine going for this vintage. I've got some 286s, some 8088s, and we picked on this 486. So we're at that point. Okay. So let me see. Downloads. There's the movie or image that or the images. Maybe. Gosh. And it is loading. There it is. Will it play though? Is my question. Okay, let me press the little play button. No, it's not doing it, is it? This machine's got a lot of memory in it too. I'm surprised, but it's getting old. It's just so that's not going to work. I mean, I played it a little while ago, guys. Remember?
Batman says,
All right, let's get out of it.
Gadgetech.
Let's get out of it. See, it's busy. Let me try it again.
Silly Andy
It
says,
it is trying something.
where is all this fun located? Can one send random old stuff to a PO box LOL and watch you build it?
Yeah, you could. You certainly could. Oh. The fact that it went black makes me excited, but it's not playing. Oh man. All right, let's go back to the browser. Let's go back up here. Let me go there. Let me go back to here. Because I actually played it off the web. All right, let me double click that. All right, let's go back. I guess I was being impatient, right?
Join our Discord server https www.discord.ggxycjavi.
This here is is another case. In fact, the power supply I'm using came out of this case, and this actually has a motherboard that also works. It boots up. I need to do some TLC on it, but anyway, I don't remember what's on top of here. Oh yeah,
So
Windows.
Andy
These are Windows
says,
95s.
Oh my, those are needle printers with dotted paper.
Yes, yes. However, they're pretty much ruined. They got wet, and they're bad. But I went ahead and picked them up anyway, in case I felt brave to try to fix them. But I don't really think they're going to be fixable. So I've got
Silly Andy says, good, we do not need that noise LMAO.
right some case back there that goes, I believe, on this one down here. Okay. Now this one's pretty dirty. In fact, that looks almost moldy. So I think this one got wet. Where it was sitting on the floor, and the floor got wet. But I don't know. I haven't even thought about booting it. And then the one below it is actually a DTK. And then the one below that one is one that I booted, put a postcard in, and I'm getting codes and beeping, but I didn't. It's gonna end up being a video, because like, look guys, I've been doing this an hour and a half and I still haven't gotten this thing to boot. And it's dusty, it's messy, and there is insides to that. I used to sell these back in the 90s. This is a DTK. I think it's a 286. I can't remember if that's what I said. But I'm pretty certain that's a DTK, and that's the case behind it that goes over it. And then I pulled some out that I had forgotten totally that I had. I've got this bottom one here, which is a compact, and I don't remember if when I put it away, if it actually worked or not. But I'll be trying to get it to come alive. Then there's this IBM, and I'm assuming it's a 486 25 megahertz SX. Okay, it's dirty, but
Silly Andy
you can see how yellowed.
says, DTK 286 are black and white or green and black.
And it is. It is. See,
Jeff Robinson says,
I'm pretty certain it's
I am looking
DTK.
for a network card for my Epson 3000 printer.
Hold on a second.
Silly Andy says, that's the stuff my dad and my grandma used LOL for work.
Right? Well, I thought it was a DTK. The case isn't DTK badged. It's just got an XT style case. Okay. I was looking at the other one because I'm pretty certain one of them that I brought in had DTK on it. Maybe it wasn't that one. In any case, let's continue here. So that one there I don't remember if it ran or not. Prosignia, Compact Prosignia. And then there's the IBM. That one's probably not going to be easy, or to fix, or I don't know. And then that one there. Can you tell what that one is? And I do have the case for it. And look, 8 and 12 is the CPU speed. So this is what? An AT, right? And if we look at it, it is an Epson Equity 2E, which I think is... Hey Siri, is an Epson Equity 2E a 286 processor?
The Epson Equity 2E portable computer is named after its Intel 80C 286 CPU.
Yeah, it is.
This answer is from Home Computer Museum, NL.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
All right. So yeah, so this one is a 286. And then there's this one, which is a homebrew. I think this is it. Yeah. This is done by a local vendor that would do office systems and stuff. Copiers, mailing equipment. He would do bulk mailing and stuff, and I would go work on his systems when I worked back in the 80s and 90s actually, for Pitney Bowes, which was a mailing company. Worked on copiers and inserters and folders and bursters and mailing equipment and every single piece of equipment they had. Man, being the area tech, I got to go like into 15,000 square mile radius and service stuff, and install too. But anyway, this guy started selling these himself, and I don't know if this one works either. But there's plenty of parts. Hey, look, it's got a 250 megabyte Colorado tape drive. And then there's this one here that is an NCR. And this one's a 386 SX. .44 megabyte drive. But anyway, that's just the junk that I pulled, from storage. What we're going to do now is take this thing and set it off. It
says 5 1/4 inch
it's
floppy.
slave. Yes. Hey Jeff, look at that pile right there of them, and they're all dirty. And I think there's some scuzzies right there. I don't know if you can see that cable. These, and I got tons of SCSI cards, but these are actually SCSI here, and actually that's a tape drive. I take that back. That's why that's SCSI. But these are 360s. I'm pretty certain. Dirty as all get out though, but I don't know. To be tested. Man, they're dusty too. And if I don't kill myself sitting down. All right, guys, this is probably going to be, let's see.
Silly Andy.
Made sure that it's right. That's number 1.
Man, you want me trying to find Ryoj Racer on PC now.
Put that one in there. This is pin 1 and 2, so we're good there. There's our ground. And let me take a look at what you just said, Andy, because I didn't understand. Let's look at this.
Jack in the shop.
Let's see.
Says,
man, you want me
are you
trying
testing
to
these
find
drives, or are these drives testing you?
Ridge Racer on PC? Yeah, well, I think both. Jack, right? Yes. But hey, I figured it'd be fun. The first few retros, I did software. I did the Commodore 64, the TN994, and had those machines running it on, right? So this is what I need to do now. I need to get a PC running that I can run, you know, like Klondike said, Wolfenstein, Doom, you know,
Silly Andy
that type of stuff.
says. So do Yo-Yo of the classic Vodas and Sound Blaster too?
I have a ton of Sound Blaster cards. I have a ton of network cards too for some reason. I have some, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 Sound Blasters sitting around. And again, they need to be tested. They need to be checked. Whether they work or not, I don't know. But right now we're at the point where we're trying to get a hard drive to boot on this. So I guess.
Sound Alerts says. Batman 22334455667 played Screamer for 5
Yeah, all right.
points.
All right. Yeah, it gave you away. It gave you away. And look, it did put it on the screen, didn't it? That's pretty cool. Sound Alerts is working now. Check it out, guys. All right, so let me move this back over. And I do have a VGA to, and you know, that right there is actually dust on the screen. Not those other little ones, though. That one is. That one. That's weird how it's showing those little spots. And this one's flashing in and out. Anyway. Let's get this to stop moving.
Silly Andy says. No CRTs.
Hey Andy, look at that one back there. I think that's a 20 inch. I think that's a 20 inch.
I have a lot of SCSI drives too, only because that is what the Amiga 2000 uses.
Yeah, I didn't know that the Amiga used SCSI drives, to be honest with you. But I do. I've got a ton of SCSI, well, it's SCSI controllers. I do have some SCSI drives for a Unix Spark station that I don't know if it'll work. Maybe that'll be a retro. Maybe that'll be a video. I don't know. I'm not quite up on Sun Spark systems. And yeah, if I do this way, then it straightens it out, huh? All right, guys, let's give this a try. Let's try this hard drive. No smoke. It did boot. Oh, it just got stuck on the memory test. Let's do a delete. It didn't go all the way through the memory, or did it? All right, let me go to the. Okay, that was the old hard drive. Let's go back and do ID detection. Yeah, I don't. Oh, you know why? Ah! I forgot to plug the drive in. That'll do it, right? Duh. Look at that. Yep.
Jack in the Shop says. New wireless drives.
Right? It's the new Nikola Tesla model. All right. Let's go up here. I want to hear if it comes on or if it gives me the click of death, right? I think you might be able to hear it though. Let's see.
Snawcrush for Canada.
It did spin up.
Bluetooth drive.
It is spinning. Okay, and yeah, 1024 is what I've got. Okay, that did spin up. Oh, it's loud too. but we're not going to get anywhere unless it's trying to figure it out. Let's go ahead and go into BIOS. Let's go over to the ID hard drive detection. Ooh, it's not detecting it either. Yeah. No, it's not finding this one.
Jeff Robinson says, I also have 44 and 88 SCSI removable disc pack.
Oh, cool. Well, let's just keep going. All right, so it didn't see that. It still sees this one. Oh, I wonder. I wonder if I can change it. See, this would be even a bigger drive. Because it has 31,048 cylinders. No. Okay, no, I thought it was going to let me. I thought it was going to let me do this. Okay, so I forgot the hard drive that it had. Let's go back and see if it'll find it now. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do it because it didn't. I don't know if this hard drive's any good either. Yeah, it's not finding it at all. Maybe it can't because I think this one's bigger. Has the same. Oh wait, this is 1624 megabytes, and this other one. And this other one's a 30 gigabyte, and this one is 60 gigabyte. Twice the cylinders? No, not twice the cylinders. 1/3. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Let me look. Let me look at the. Let me look at the type. Caviar. Oh, that's not the keyboard. Caviar 31. Yeah, this is a 31 gig, right? 31600. .6 gigabyte. So it's 1.6 gigabyte. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's too big for BIOS, but the other one it detected. The other one it detected. All right, let's shut this down real quick. Let me think. Let's try another drive. Let's see this one. Yeah. I think this one's got click of death myself, by the way. Let's see if I can figure out what size this one is. Okay, so cable select is pin 3. Where's the pins on this? Oh, it's got corrosion there. And I don't think this one's going to be any good. Where's the pins on this one? Oh, here we go. So the settings for this one are right there. There's the little pins. And this one's select. This is This is set for not cable select, DS, dual setup or single. See, master would be. So it's set up just with one pin in the center, right there. On this one. See the pin right there? Well, right there. All right, and in the center, right here, pin 3 is cable select. Right here is where it's just set. It's only set for 3. I don't see. Yeah, okay. So it is set for cable select. Right? No, it's not. It's set for DS. You know, I'm going to try it and then I'll move the jumper. How big is this one though? Let's see what this. I don't even see a number on this thing. ProDrive LPS, huh? Well, let's just try it. What the heck?
That one kid, Tropical Fish, says, guess what, Al? I got an internship at a machine shop.
Oh, cool.
Jack in the shop says, I would have to get out my digital microscope to see the text.
Yeah.
Stream World Ho, NO Gauge, says, you still working on it?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'll be working on this thing probably for another 10 minutes. All right, I think this one's gonna click. Make sure that I got it. Well, it is plugged in right because this is number 1 and that's the. Okay, let's go. That is spinning. Oh, that's not good. It's spinning up and down. Is it trying to access it?
Jeff Stream World Ho, NO Gauge.
Yeah, it's trying to access it, guys.
Never give up.
Hard disk fail. But it did try to access this. So, but we did get a hard disk fail. Hey, at least it was something. It recognized it. Let me reboot this.
NO Gauge says, I might go down and take some pics of Big Boy.
What? Oh my God.
Jack in the shop says, where is your magic smoke bag? Be sure to catch all the smoke.
Yeah. No, but I did just hit the other, no, it's still running, guys.
Jeff Stream World Ho.
What I am going to do, though,
says, LOL,
is I'm going to press delete. Yeah, I hit the wrong keyboard is what I did. All right, let's see here. Let's hit delete. Okay, we're in BIOS. Let me see what it saw. It saw it as 2 gig, which was the other one, I think. So let's do this. Let's go to IDE auto detection. Oh, look. Here's what it is now. 516, 932.
Jeff Stream
Do I see those numbers at all?
Says, wow, TMI.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell it yes on the first one.
Happy dance time, LOL.
No on that one. So this one's a half gig. This is 500 megabyte drive. No. Skip. All right, let's go back over here and look at it. Yeah, and now it shows it as a 516 megabyte. Okay, let's escape and hit F10 to save it, and then let this thing boot up again. Let's see if at least let's see if it gives us an error. I can't even tell if it's trying to access it. Nope. I don't even think it's going to try. All right. Let me go back to BIOS again and look at something. It's weird though. It does see it, right?
Snockrush for Canada
So it does see it.
says that computer is on standard time, not daylight saving.
Is that better? All right. Thanks, Greg. Let's save it the way we have it. And let's see. Oh, escape. No, wait. 9. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have to do it here, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. There it is. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, we're at 9:54. Let's go back. Let's do an F10 and say this. But that's not the problem. Um, that is interesting. Let's see if it boots up this time. And I don't know, it may not have an OS, but it should at least say no OS found or something. So I'm wondering if this is actually acting as a slave right now. I don't know. Um, all right, let's shut this down. So I don't think this drive is bad. I just think that possibly we're accessing it incorrectly. And by that, I mean the cable select stuff or the setting on it. Let me look at this again. And it's not on cable select. So I'm going to go ahead and move that pin down to the next spot where it's on cable select. Make sure I don't lose this cable. I mean this pin. All right. So I got it down to the cable select. So there it is right there. And it does say CS next to it, so that's why I know it's cable select. So just for grins, let's try this again. Let's plug the power in too. All right, let's power it up. That is booting up, or at least I heard the heads. It may not have an OS, but it should at least try to boot off of it. Because I'm waiting for it to try to go boop, 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 insert operating system. But I'm not seeing. Okay, we did get another hard drive fail. Okay, at least we got that. I'm going to try it on this other and then we'll try the cable again
Jack
too,
in
by
the
the way,
shop
on the other
says,
connector.
I heard the read heads.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, the hard drive doesn't seem to be dead. Yep. All right, so I just put it on the other one. Let's see if it'll. In fact, yeah. This time it went straight to a disk fail though. Okay. So it definitely did that. Now, all right, let's Shut it down. Okay. Do I have another one over here? Yeah, I do. But I think this one is dead. I think this is the one that's
Jack in the shop says, bad sectors.
Could be, yeah. Could be. Man, this one's really dirty too. Well, it's dirty. It's dirty on the top, but it's pretty clean at the bottom, which makes sense since it was sitting like this. Single master, ACN, CON, slave ACN. So let me see. How big is this one? I think this is a 540 because it's CMA 540, so maybe this is a 540. I don't know. Cylinders is 1,000, heads is 16. All right, let me see. Let me see. So here we have both. Yeah. I'm assuming both of these, but I don't see any markings or anything. Might have to actually look at the specs on this, the spec sheet. Now, this is a Connor CFA 540. Let me go look for a Connor CSA 540. Again, the wrong keyboard. What did I say? CFA 540. CFA 540. Drive spec sheet. Yeah, 540 megabyte. Man, I tell you, these things are expensive. $250 for refurbished. And I'm not done with these hard drives, guys. I have a hard drive caddy that I can check them with to USB to see if they just don't have an OS on them. But this is saying it's failing, so what am I trying to do? I'm trying to show that. So, no, this is not SCSI 50 pin. Well, let me go ahead and plug her in and read a little more. Oh, let me use the actual end of the cable. By the way, whoever was saying that they wanted to send me hardware, yeah, I'll accept it, and I'll try to piddle with it. All right, so what I want to see is the click here to view manufacturer's item description brochure. Let's see, unless this is taking me to sales propaganda. Oh, it's Seagate. Yeah, that's right, because Connor, let's just reject them all. So yeah, so it's not finding us. So I guess Connor was bought out by Seagate. Okay. Specifications, condition, refurbished. Oh yeah, this isn't what I wanted. Hard drive Connor. There's the cylinders. There's And the reason I don't think they're bad, I mean, it could be bad sectors, yeah. Power, 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 power. Jumpers, here we go, jumper settings. So, CD master slave configuration, closed, single drive, closed, master drive, open slave. So, I don't know which. And I think this one was, I'm not going to mess anymore with this one. I think this one's got a click of death. I'm pretty certain. Let's let's go back to this, and it's hooked up and ready to go. It even has power. So let's do this. It's powered up. Nope, I don't hear a click of death. That is good. Oh my God. No. Yeah, we need to find the drive again. So let's. No, it did. 5 megabyte. It did find something. Or 560 meg. Maybe that was the last one. Let's go back into BIOS. Let's go to the IDE hard drive detection. Yeah, and it finds it as a 504, which is the first one. Let's take a look. The cylinders are 1024. Nope, that's not right. The heads are 16 and 63 sectors. I'm going to tell it yes and let it go on. No, and don't detect it. No, no, no. Okay. So over here it sees as a 504. Yeah, I can change that, I think, to 1048. No, I can't. Oh. See if we can find 1048. No, 1024. 1024. Nope. It doesn't see them like that. All right. Let's take and save this. F10. Yes. Yes. Yeah, and this isn't booting up either, but it may not have an OS in it. It'll probably say hard drive failure is my guess. Where is my hard drive tester? I mean, not the tester, but the little. I've got a case that I can do USB, and I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to plug this stuff into the case, and then go from there. The fact that this isn't actually seeing the right number of cylinders and heads makes me think that it's not configured right. But hey, it hasn't given us an error either. Oh, there's a piece of lint right there. All right. Do I have another hard drive up there? Do I have any other hard drives that I can test? Oh, look what I found. Oh, look what I found. Here's a 3.2 gigabyte. Maybe they're too big. Okay, let's try this one. Here we go. And this one is a Trigen, 3.2 gigabyte, 1124. Master is the first one. Master OneDrive or Master is the same thing. So, and it's on the first pin. Yeah, like this. Let's see, like this. So this thing is this pin, this pin, this pin. So when we move it over here, it's this pin, this pin, this pin. Okay. I don't see any other settings, so I'm going to have to go with it this way and say that this one, wait a second, that's not right either, is it? So it's on this one here, which is master. And it's on this one here, which should be master. I don't see it being slave. If it was slave, it'd be in the center. If it was cable select, it'd be on the third one. And it's not. So it's at the end. So that's got to be it. So it got to be set. It has to be set for master also. All right. So here we go. There's master. Here's some power. Okay. All right, let's power this up. I wonder if this is the one with the click of death. No. It actually spun up. Okay, let's exit out of here and go find the drive. And I think this is the last one we're going to do. Yeah, I was really tired when I started the stream, and I'm not so tired now, but I still need to eat, and it's like 10 o'clock at night. All right. Yeah, so that did give me an error message, and I think I got another error message like that. Yeah, the last time I got a 401AO0303. I'll have to figure out what that means, but let's reboot this and go back into BIOS and have it find the drive. There we go. All right. So ID hard drive detention. So it finds it. It says that it is 1036, even though it says 11024. So let's just tell it yes on the first one. No on the second one, third. Skip it. Let's go back. No, quit. Don't quit. Wanted to see it there. So what did we say it was? See, this is 3.2 gigabyte. So that's not right. Let me go back over here and find it again. Now see, it's not finding it now. Yeah, it found something, but it's not finding anything now. Alright. Quit without saving, yeah. I will be double checking these though with that USB deal as a slave drive basically. So all right. Well, She stanks. Oh, she can stanks. I stank all I can stank. I can't stanks no more. Anyway, thanks guys for following, for being here, for for doing whatever you did. I appreciate it. Let me see here. What am I looking at? I'll do the end stuff. And that one kid, definitely tell me, when. Look at this. I'm showing this, and I don't need to. This is where I was going to.
Snockrusher Canada says, Night all NL.
Good night, Jeff. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Jack, thanks for stopping by. Jeff Robinson also, thank you for being here. Jeff, man, what is this? Greg, Jack, Greg, Jeff Robinson, Jeff's Train World. Hey, guys, thanks for being here. Who else was here? I know TK was here for a bit. Yeah, Chili Andy was here. And Batman. Thanks, guys. Let's see, how far back am I going to go? I know that Sean was here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And who else? I don't want to miss anybody, but yet I'm going to have to run off. I think Chris Nealon was here like right at the beginning. Yeah, Chris Nealon was here. Yes, I remember. Oh, and Eloy from Rockin' Woodworks was here also, visiting. Hello, Eloy. Okay, all right. I've gone through, guys. Let me go ahead and end the broadcast and say,
Jeff Robinson.
Live long and prosper.
Biscuits and gravy prayer breakfast in the morning.
Oh, man, that sounds so good right now. I'm hungry. I'm going to have to go get me something to eat. And, Jeff, I've been looking at some of the stuff you sent me, and I also, and I think I said this last time, but I also tried to get, what was it? And I just never followed through. What's it called? Echolink. Do you do Echolink at all, Jeff? Or is that not considered real ham stuff, right? Or is it? Anyway. Biscuits and gravy prayer, man. I guess I'm more interested in the biscuits and gravy, Jeff. Sorry. But anyway, guys, have a great night. With that, I'm going to say live long and prosper. And remember, no matter what you do, do it just for fun. Bye. See you guys Sunday. I want to play with the CNC on Sunday. I got a bunch of parts. If you're into that type of stuff, going to put a 65 millimeter spindle on my old X-Carb. See if it even works. We'll play. Anyway, see you 2 p.m. Sunday Central Time. Be there.